FamOver.
Fam. What's good? What's good? This your boy Tyrone, FamOver TV. I appreciate everybody tapping into the channel, showing love, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, stopping by, whatever you're doing. I appreciate it. These videos are for entertainment purposes only. Viewer discretion is always advised. Salute to everybody out there on this good Tuesday. Hope everybody feeling real good. Good energy around, good love around. I was supposed to be at the NBA Cup at the T-Mobile Arena. I didn't go. That's how I know I'm getting older and older. I didn't even feel like going. I had some almost nosebleed tickets, but I didn't feel like going to be around all those people getting dressed, and my hair wasn't cut. So I was like, man, I ain't going, man. I'm going to do a stream, kick back. Salute to everybody in the chat already. DJ, what's good? Buddha. Andrew, what's up? We got some good content to check out today, y'all. For real. Felicia, what's good? Christy. Make sure y'all hit that like button on y'all way in. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. We just go wait for a few people to fall in, then we'll get started. Crazy world. Hey, I seen that Candace Owens, she met with Charlie Kirk's wife. They did like a couple hours sit down interview type thing. I don't think she released any footage or any clips or anything yet, but I'm waiting on it. I want to see that. I think that's gonna be good. Sure. Shane was good. Devoid. Angela the Dow, the boss lady, always in the building. Salute, salute. Yeah, I want to see that. She need to go ahead and drop that. I want to see what that interaction was like. I'm sure she was asking some questions and everything, some good questions on what's going on with the whole situation. For real. Jeanette was good. Boss lady, your hoodie came already? Your hoodie came fast. Good. I'm glad it came. Enjoy, enjoy. Yeah, I seen she dropped a little clip saying she was gonna release some of the clips or something soon, but I don't think she did it yet. So I'm waiting on it too. I want to see. We got some people in here, man. Let's go ahead and get it started though. Salute to everybody in the building. It's good seeing all y'all. Let's get this content rolling. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Keep that algorithm jumping. She did a live today. Oh yeah, okay. I'm about to tap in and check it out.
Oh!
C'est un malade.
Oh non, gros! Oh!
Ouais, mais il y a son pote, il va se faire tirer dessus.
This was the Bondi Beach situation, y'all, with the active pew-pewers on the Bondi Beach. And this shit just seemed kind of weird to me too. Like I just don't understand this whole situation. Them out there shooting like that and people around filming. It was like a lot of different camera angles. They even had a drone filming the whole situation. Almost felt like a scene, a movie scene. You feel me? But salute the dude. Dude did tackle the dude and take the gun from him and everything. I'm surprised he didn't shoot him. You should have popped him one time or something in the leg or something. Like, hey. See, all this just seemed like acting to me. Like, I don't know, I'm just saying, allegedly, entertainment purposes only, but like all this, like he took the gun from my man, then he just put it down, got his hands up, and like I don't, it seemed like it would have been more like, I don't know, man. This is, the world is a stage, we know. And then, like, that's why I understand. My man did all the shooting. It's another shooter too. And then he just take the gun and let him walk away. Like you didn't gun butt him, you didn't pop him in the leg once or nothing. Like, man, you ain't going nowhere. We finna wait for the police or something. Like I don't understand that. Then he put the rifle down. Now I can understand putting the rifle down when the police come and everything. Like I took it from him or something, you know what I'm saying? Because you know they might pop him, but I don't know, man.
Le mec est hyper courageux. Oh.
Yeah, it looks fake, don't it, Martin? And then it's another dude on the bridge right there. Like this shit just didn't seem real to me or something, man. Big Ant, what up?
Oh l'enculé, il a pris une deuxième arme.
Man.
En gros, il a récupéré l'arme du mec qui... Tu sais, il l'avait pris dans sa main là.
Il y en a un deuxième là, ils sont tous les deux sur le bridge.
Oui, j'ai vu.
Man.
Ouais.
Les gars, je comprends pas ce qui se passe, gars. Je suis terrorisé.
Mec, ça...
Let me rewind that. Let me rewind that. This right here.
En gros, il a...
Look how my man got up holding his hand. Look like he got grassed. He might, I don't know what's going on, but then look at this.
Récupéré l'arme du mec qui... Tu sais, il l'avait pris dans sa main là.
Il y en a un deuxième là, ils sont tous les deux sur le bridge.
Oui, j'ai vu.
Tu les vois les deux?
Man,
Ouais.
This shit might have been a whole play. They might have took a playbook out of our
Mec, c'est un attentat, frère.
They might have took a page out of our playbook. You know how we be staged and shit over here and everything.
Eh, il y en a un, il est en dessous du bridge.
Mais genre, c'est un attentat devant nos yeux?
Ouais.
And then it looked like a police officer came in the background, got his gun pointed, and he didn't shoot. Like what? It's a whole active shooter out there, and you just go look, got your gun pointed. Look at the background in the tree right there, y'all. On the right hand side by the dude.
Non, il y en a un, il est en dessous du bridge.
Mais genre, c'est un attentat devant nos yeux?
Ouais.
Or maybe he did shoot.
Il y a une minute de plus, il était dehors.
All of this will now start to be controlled.
That shit didn't look real to me. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. And then there's people all around just filming the whole thing and everything. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. But, you know, condolences to those people that they said allegedly lost their lives in that situation and everything and all that. So, you know, I just don't know. It just didn't look real to me, man. It didn't even feel real. Like how you could feel it, it didn't even feel real. Let's keep it going, man.
By state media. And by the way, this may be the last time you ever see me. You have a complete and utter lying buffoon. I mean, I'm going to tell you the truth. He's a fraud. He lies. He cheats people. Everything that comes out of his mouth virtually is a lie. And he's a con man. And if you look at what he's done with his career and how he's tricked people into things, it's abhorrent. I never liked George W. Bush, his policies, but I didn't hate the guy. I hate this man. I've never hated a politician. I can't not hate somebody who bilks innocent people out of money, life savings. And we've seen it. With that Trump University, he took people's money, $35,000, wiped these people out, and is being sued for it. He steals money from charities, I'm not making this stuff up.
Developing this morning out of Los Angeles, director and actor Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle were found dead in their home on Sunday. Police investigating their deaths as a homicide.
Now, Los Angeles police say a family member went to the Reiners' home yesterday and found 2 bodies. Officers are waiting for a search warrant to conduct a full investigation inside the house. Investigators have been interviewing family members, but they have not identified any suspects.
There are going to be many family members interviewed.
The son got arrested for the whole thing, y'all. They said the son did it. It's crazy. It just looked crazy, you know what I'm saying? Because he was going hard. He was pressing Trizzy. He did not like Trizzy. He was talking crazy, and then that happened to him and his wife. It seemed like down there, you know, a hit got put out on him and everything. But then it came out that his son allegedly, you know what I'm saying, is the suspect. I don't know. This might be an MK Ultra incident type thing or something, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe, I don't know if his son was going through something, or maybe, I don't know if their relationship with, you know, his dad, Rob, and the son, or what. I don't know what happened, you know, but for him to do that to his mother and father, like, you had a problem with both of the parents. Like, I don't know, man. It take a lot for somebody to do something like that. So I don't know, man. This is a crazy situation.
I'm not going to confirm whether someone's being interviewed at this time or not. We're going to try to speak to every family member that we can to get to the facts of this investigation.
Reiner had his big breakout role as Mike Meathead Stivic in the sitcom All in the Family in the 1970s. He's also known for directing beloved films like The Princess Bride, When Harry Met Sally, This Is Spinal Tap, A Few Good Men, and Stand By Me.
Yeah, if they want to.
Did you want it?
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
Good morning, everybody. It's Captain Mike Bland from Media Relations Division. As I discussed earlier with you guys, the chief has agreed to give you an update on the tragedy at the Reiner family home. Just understand this is based on some updates of the tireless work of our investigators from last night and through tonight. We're still at the very early stage of this investigation, but again, Chief's prepared to answer any questions and give you a brief update. Thank you.
No, thank you. Thank you, Captain Bland. As he said, the information at this stage is still limited, but I'll share what we can. First of all, our hearts go out to the family and friends of the Reiners' tragic incident. Yesterday at December 14th, about 3:40 in the afternoon, LAPD responded to a residence, the residence of Rob and Michelle Reiner, located in West Los Angeles Division. At that location, they found 2 deceased adults, a male and a female. Through the night, working with the coroner's office, they were able to identify them definitively as Rob and Michelle Reiner. We have our robbery homicide division handling the investigation. They worked throughout the night on this case and were able to take into custody Nick Reiner, a suspect in this case. He was subsequently booked for murder and is being held on $4 million bail.
Dang.
Pretty much that's what I can share at this point, but again, a very, very tragic incident.
Can you talk about, I know Deputy Hamilton talked about the search warrant and how important that was because of something inside. Can you talk about where that played a role in this and what you guys needed in order to gain access?
Yeah, you know, we use search warrants to be able to further our investigation, as you know, on all of these cases. I wouldn't be in a position to talk specifically about what the object of the search warrant was, but it's a critical piece of our investigations to be able to ensure down the road a prosecution. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, everybody.
I just find that weird that, I mean, I don't know if the son had mental problems or what was going on, but like, just all of a sudden, like when Rob was speaking out, like heavily, he was coming hard every day. No Diddy, pause. Every day speaking about Trizzy and all this, talking crazy and everything. And then he even said it in that one live before he said it, like, this might be the last time y'all hear from me speaking or something. And then boom, it happened. Like, I don't know, like, yeah, it's giving kind of like 3-letter agency vibes type thing or something, you know? And then with their son being like that, who was to say like he wasn't, you know, consciously, tricked. You know what I'm saying? The MK style or something. We don't know. Kip, what up with you? Solo. That's kind of weird.
I'm going to be here every day, all the time. Any show you do, I'm going to be right there, right behind your back. Peekaboo, me.
I feel like I'm getting robbed at a Chase ATM right now.
Peekaboo. I want all 20s right now, all 20s. All 20s, you son of a bitch.
All I got is fives. $5 footlong. Boom. Luigi Mangione appeared in court for a pre-trial hearing. Look, the only thing he's guilty of is giving me a first-degree boner. What's the man in Mangione and the jizz in my pants?
That was very good, very good, very good. Here I go. You guys ready for this? This onslaught of comedic brilliance. Hundreds of volunteers served up meals in Compton this Thanksgiving. Funny, I would have thought Compton was more of a Halloween town because of all the spooks they have there. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, I'm in trouble. Jesus Christ.
For the record, it's the first time Trump is seeing any of these jokes.
I didn't know you would trick me. That was a good one. That was a good one. You son of a bitch, you racist piece of shit. I swear to God. But I love you, though. I love racism. That's what I love, you son of a bitch. I would have wrote that for you.
Oh, man.
Finders keepers.
Man, they fool, man.
You are out here. Look at this fog. Can't even see. The drive. I know where you're driving.
I was just saying, like, what if the fog get to moving into these other areas and everything? Now they saying that they got fog in Texas now, and like the fog in California. I'm sure it's all in those upper states too. It might be some up there. I don't know, but it's crazy, man. What's going on with this shit?
Can't even see the light. Uh-oh, they're gonna light. Look at this. It's so foggy you can't see.
That's crazy.
Yep, this is the fog. Driving and can't see anything.
That's crazy, y'all.
Can't see the road. I see this car. But you can't see. What?
All the ingredients for vaccines. Now, this is public knowledge because they had some hearings over this. Pastor Paul's why people need to search for it. All the ingredients for vaccines has been sold in the stores in regular food for over 50 years.
So it's already, the food that we've consumed is already,
yes,
we're basically immune because of what we've eaten.
They had court hearings, they had Senate hearings, and they tried to get the manufacturers to label the food, right? Label the food that had these ingredients in them. And, well, that didn't work out too well, right?
Yeah.
Then they passed a bill, because you'll look on a lot of foods now and you'll see bioengineered, right? A lot of it's bioengineered, which means the ingredients for the vaccines are in there because they know that people are not going to become vaccinated to these secret experiments, so to speak, they used to have a long time ago. But once you consume those foods, right, there's RNA. If they already figured RNA out, you know, that's in a vaccine too. So they can go in there and start changing what's in your body, right?
And that's
by a person eating standard foods. And unfortunately, they had a big hearing because some of those same ingredients were thrust up into the atmosphere. And that means when it rains, it doesn't matter where you plant a garden. If the rain is contaminated, well, then so is your plant life. And when I say contaminated, that means the rain contains genetically modified organisms.
Yeah, GMOs, something. And isn't it funny that 10 years ago, I'll say 10, 12 years ago, when we started talking about GMOs online, they said we were conspiracy theorists.
Right.
When we talked about chemtrails, they said that's conspiracy theories.
Right.
Now it's common knowledge that chemtrails have been going on for about 25 or 30 years. And yes, genetically modified food has been going on for, I don't know, 20, 25, 30, 40 years.
Right.
So we're not conspiracy theorists. So now every time we bring up the next level, 6G, or we bring up the next thing that's coming, we're not conspiracy theorists. We have people that work and live in these industries, and they work for these big, whether it be pharmaceutical companies or whether they be big food or, all of the different big, I'm calling.
Man, that shit crazy, man. That's crazy, man. So they saying like the jabs is through the food supply, basically. Because they knew a lot of people was going to be against it, rebellious to getting the jab. So they've been testing it out in the food supply. And everybody been eating this shit for all these years and everything. That's illegal, man. Like, that's a lawsuit. Like, how the fuck y'all finna just be testing shit and putting shit into the food and we consuming it and everything? And then y'all, like, that's crazy. Then they dropping shit in the sky. It's so hard. Like, I say grow your own food, but damn, you gotta grow it inside the house. You gotta grow it in some type of secluded area because you can't even grow outside no more because of the sea trails and everything. They dropping shit on the plants and everything. You know what I'm saying? You growing your own shit and your shit ended up contaminated because of what's falling in the air. Man, it's crazy out here, man. Hey, they make it so tough on us, y'all. They make it tough. This shit crazy. Then they, like he said, they call us conspiracy theories. I remember I was telling people about the sea trails a long time ago too. They're like, man, like motherfuckers laughing at me in the hood and everything. I'm like, all right, man. Now it's common knowledge. This shit crazy, man. Let's keep it going, man. Hit that like button, y'all. Keep the algorithm jumping.
Man, if you don't know by now we living in the last days, then you're literally not on planet Earth. For we are in the last days. Amen. Jesus said it'll be just like in the days of Noah. There'll be marrying, giving in marriage, partying, and they won't even be aware of the impending doom. Just like in Noah's day, the people were not aware of the impending doom of the flood until the day it started to rain. Did y'all hear what I said?
So I'm going to tell you what's going on in America right now, but most of y'all are not going to like this. We are literally in a let my people go moment. Moses versus Pharaoh.
That's crazy because I don't have no knowledge of all this flooding going on. Washington, Oregon, all these different places and everything flooding. I didn't even know what was going on.
For 1 million people dead, still we did not.
This crazy work right here. This crazy work right here, y'all. I had to pause it because I know they're gonna hit me with that music in the background. Wow, Washington, Montana, and Oregon. That's crazy. They ain't talking about that. That's crazy work. I ain't seen none on the news.
And remember, those people didn't go away empty-handed. The Bible says they plundered the Egyptians, asking for silver and gold. So don't forget, the wealth transfer is part of the deal.
So something that will forever haunt me is the Miami Mall incident and how they have successfully swept it under the rug. The fact that we know nothing about it, and it's been said that people's phones were taken and all these different things. Like, how come we did not get any type of update over this? You have never seen a police presence this big unless it got something to do with the president or something like that. The fact that one of the first stories that came out was that there were giant aliens or non-humans walking around the mall Another story came out that there was a portal that was open, and then things started coming through the portal. And mind you, this was during the time that CERN had turned on the Hadron Collider. Like, dude, the fact that...
Hey, I don't know how they swept this under the rug. Remember they said it was all because some teams was fighting. And look at all those police cars and everything. All those police cars and everything showed up because some teams was fighting. They weren't even shooting at each other. I could see if they was like, it's a shootout, you know, and all those police showed up. But they reported it was a fight, a fist fight. A group of people they said was fighting each other, and then all these police just showed up. It's crazy because I remember this just like it happened yesterday. This was like New Year's 2024, right? This wasn't this January. This was last January. So it's crazy, man. And you had some people that came and made videos saying there was some strange shit in the mall walking around. Then all of a sudden, all those videos got cut from the internet. Like, you don't see him no more or nothing. I remember one dude, he was speaking out about it, and then I don't see him no more. Like, I don't know how they be doing that shit. And not one person came and said something like, if it was a fight, where those teens at? Teens all over TikTok and all over social media. One of those teens that they claiming that was part of the fight that they had to show up on would have been got on there like, yeah, it was a fight, man. We was fighting. All those police showed up. You ain't seen none of that. All you heard was people said they seen something strange and big and tall walking in that mall. We've seen a lot of videos of people saying that, and then shit off the internet. Like, I don't know how they be doing this. Like, they be doing it though. And I know some people go like, no, you know, call us conspiracy theories or say we crazy, but it's something.
They literally successfully swept this under the rug, and no one is asking questions anymore about this Miami Mall incident. Really bothers me, because then it makes me think, what else have they swept under the rug? What else did they just move on past and we just forgot about? So many things. I feel like we need to get down to the bottom of what happened at the Miami Mall.
Hey, my bad for stopping it. Man, you listen, Martin, you right. No clips from the mall, no footage from the mall cameras, no footage. You mean to tell me they put out footages of people losing their life, getting shot up in the hood every day? They go find the footage, put it up live everywhere. We watching all this, but not one video camera came out. And you know they got video footage all through that mall and outside that mall. We ain't seen no footage of no fighting with the teams. We ain't seen no footage of inside. I seen some footage of the inside, like some cellular footage of people running and everything inside the mall, like scared. Like it wasn't no fight going on and no shooting. They were just running scared, like something was going on. And that shit just got erased from the internet. You don't see it no more. That shit was weird. That was a weird situation. They might have touched down there and just, I don't know.
We're literally coming up on 2 years, right? In January, we'll make 2 years since that happened, and we have gotten nothing on what actually took place at the Miami Mall to cause a presence this large. I know we started seeing like AI videos, at least what I think is AI videos of like these big, y'all see these big things walking, but I think that's AI. Like, what actually happened? Like, genuinely, what happened at the Miami Mall in 2024?
Y'all, something major is happening with the planet, primarily having to do with the atmosphere, right? Because people are reporting all over the world exhaustion, lack of energy, lack of motivation, depression. And did you know there was a place in Russia that the people fell asleep for 7 days, y'all?
You tell us what you think is making everybody so exhausted. Extremely tired. You know, somewhere over there in Russia or somewhere like that, there was a whole village that slept for 7 whole days. What? And they never really did come out and tell the real cause.
So the story goes, there is this village in Russia that fell asleep for 7 days after the earthquake. I don't know if you guys heard about this, but there were some toxins or some chemicals that permeated throughout the air, and those people fell asleep, and they're not telling people. Nobody's really speaking about this, y'all. But that's not the only thing, y'all. So I used to work in healthcare, y'all, and people, they were expressing to me that the atmosphere feels different, that the air feels thicker, and it feels hotter, that when they're breathing in, that it kind of like burns. Like what? Like, I've never heard of that before. And then fast forward to a few years later, majority of the people are...
Yo, this is about to be our new reality, bro. When all these data centers get to busting and all of them are going at the same time, bro.
This might be what's going on. I've been hearing about all these big data, AI data centers that's getting put up all over the place, like the one they put up in Memphis, like all these big ass computers and, you know, to keep these networks going and everything. And they generating this type of toxic shit that's going into the air. Like this might be what's going on with the fog and all this type of stuff. This might be contributing to that. I don't know, you know, but I just thought about that.
That's what them data centers is finna be doing to our fucking lungs, bro. Our air and shit. You see all that smoke, bro? This is what's happening in Boxtown, Memphis. You feel me?
Bro, Pringles ain't even real chips, bro. They guys eating dust particle.
That was in Memphis. I was just saying, like them big data, that big computer that Elon put in Memphis and everything. They said it'd be so much pollution coming from that motherfucker. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Jack of all trades. I'm gonna have to look at many trades. I'm gonna have to look into that. 9-foot humanoids landing, living caught on. Okay, I'm gonna have to look into that, fam. I ain't see it. I ain't come across it, but I'm definitely gonna look into it. Hopefully they got some good footage or something.
Potato
Pringles, right?
Yeah.
Pringles. They're not actually chips. If you look on the can, it says potato crisp because legally they can't say it's chips.
So what the fuck is potato crisp?
So potato crisp is just a dust-like substance that is potato-like.
Yeah, so again.
Literally, they'll get sued if they say potato chip. So it says potato crisp. So everybody goes to a Pringle box or a Pringle can and look at the bottom. It's in real small writing.
Yeah.
It says potato crisp. And I saw it, I'm like, what the fuck is crisp?
Potato crisp is...
So they ground a bunch of shit up and then they're saying like, oh, this is like a potato chip, but that's why they call it Pringles crisp, whatever, but they can't really call it like certain baby foods too.
Mm-hmm.
That shit crazy.
They don't call it baby food.
Break it down.
So they're actually, if you, it's all on the labels. They're saying,
and it's crazy because growing up, you know, when I was younger and everything, like people, I mean, it might just been in my area where I grew up at, but a lot of people made it seem like Pringles was a healthier chip than other regular chips. Like, yeah, get some like Pringles was a healthier choice. This whole time, Pringles is basically some bioengineered shit too. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy how they be fucking with us, man. Consciously making us think things and fucking with us mentally and everything. Cause like growing up, when I was young, I used to think like I didn't really eat Pringles. I ain't like Pringles. You know, I was like, man, this shit dry and nasty as hell. But I always thought it was the healthier choice. I'm like, these just healthy chips, you know what I'm saying? But that shit crazy.
saying, oh, it's like a product, or they can't call it a certain, oh, this isn't carrot. It's like you said, flavor carrot-like or natural flavors. They're certain
these folks can't be human. There's no way you doing all this shit for a profit, man. They're all trying to wipe the population. In my censored voice.
16 million for whales in Africa. So where are the whales, Mr. Beast? Where are they? That's what people are saying. They want to know where the whales are at, Mr. Beast. The ones you built in Africa? Where are they? People are saying there could be somebody by the wells right now that didn't help build it, that's charging people for the water. This is what people are saying, guys. I wouldn't know. Like I said, I'm in New York. I am not in Africa. But it makes you think. It makes you think. Maybe somebody in Africa.
Oh, Mr. Beast ain't put them wells up. That's crazy. Yeah, all the legs, they didn't switch it up. That's because I think, what's his name? RFK making them switch it up. Now they got the naked trips, the Doritos, naked, all that, and took out a lot of ingredients and everything. But I just got a box of them Lays, you know what I'm saying, made with real potato chips, and then on the back it's only got about 3 or 4 ingredients: oil, salt, potatoes or something, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully they all right, you know what I'm saying? Ain't got too many ingredients in it, but back in the day and shit, ain't no telling, man. I just noticed it too. They just started doing that. They just put them out like that. So I guess they like, man, they didn't call us now. But that shit crazy.
Can answer this question, right? Because I can't answer this question. I'm in New York. But this is what people are saying. I did not say this. You know who else said something like that? That streamer called Clavicular, something like that? Yeah, he said something like that. It wasn't me. So don't come to me talking about anything about water and wells in Africa and things in different continents. I only know what's going on here, barely. I only know what's going on in New York, you hear me? And for all I know, those wells are doing just fine and everybody's drinking free water, right? Because this video is for entertainment purposes only. I don't know nothing that's going on in Africa. But this is what people are saying, so I'm just asking you guys. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think about this. I'm out.
It's all about money anyway. Ain't no telling. Ain't no telling. Andy Cash Cow, what's good? Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Appreciate all y'all engaging and speaking and talking about these topics and everything. Appreciate all y'all, man. Shoes, what up with
you? Humans are the only species that will spray food with poison to stop other creatures from eating it and then go and eat it themselves.
So there's this crazy mushroom that reliably makes you...
Damn. He about right on that too. The pesticides, the stuff that people be spraying on their plants to keep the bugs away. Even with the weed, they be doing that with weed too. They be spraying the shit on there to keep the bugs from eating the weed and all this stuff. And then just go and consume it after you done sprayed all that shit on it. But I don't know, man. But I don't know, like with like planting things and everything and farming, and even with the weed, like when they be spraying the stuff on there, the pesticides, I mean, like all that stuff and everything, ain't it like a flush type thing that they do with the plants? I know they do it with the weed, like they flush it or something. I guess that's supposed to be like flushing it to clean it out, get all the bad stuff out of it before, you know what I'm saying, letting somebody consume it and everything. Do they do that with like vegetables and regular plants too? Do they got like a flush part of the process too? I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Humans are the only species that will spray food with poison to stop other creatures from eating it and then go and eat it themselves.
So there's this crazy mushroom that reliably makes you see tiny cartoon people. Not random stuff, specifically 2 centimeter tall humans marching around your actual environment and interacting with stuff. One professor in China described lifting his tablecloth during dinner to find hundreds of these little dudes marching like soldiers. When he lifted it higher, their heads stuck to the underside of the cloth while their bodies kept marching in place. What's even crazier is that people across totally different cultures report the exact same hallucination. Papua New Guinea, China, Philippines, different countries, different languages, but everyone sees the same tiny people doing similar things.
There must be some good ass shrooms. I know some people that probably would love to have some of these right here. Eat some of these motherfuckers and see some tiny fairy tale people. Man, crazy right here. Them boys must be potent.
That's way too oddly specific to be a coincidence. So scientists have analysed the mushroom and found 0 known psychoactive compounds. No psilocybin, nothing. So whatever chemical makes you see little people is completely unknown to science. Right now they're feeding it to mice trying to find out what the hell is in there.
Damn.
Interestingly, a 1700-year-old Chinese text mentions a flesh spirit mushroom that when eaten raw allows you to see a little person and attain transcendence immediately. So have humans been tripping on this throughout history? This mushroom was sold in markets for decades before scientists even identified the species in 2014. We still don't know how it works in 2025. Makes you wonder what else is out there just waiting for someone to notice.
Here's the thing, you know what's crazy about China? There's not even 2 billion people in China. We all think China has 2 billion people, right?
That's what they always claim.
That's what they claim.
Right.
Here's 2 things. How is it that
China got 2 billion people? Damn. China got 2 billion people? Man, I ain't know China had that many motherfuckers, man. I gotta Google that. How many people in China? They say it's around 1.4 billion people. Okay. 2 billion? That's too many.
When the CCP took over in the 50s and they had that the one birth rule, singular kid, how is it that their population grew since then? Does that make sense?
That's a good point.
2, a Chinese national just came out and said there's not 2 billion people in China. She says it's probably closer to 500 million.
That's it?
That's it. Yes. She said they've been lying because it's propaganda. They want to seem bigger than what they are. How do you surveil 2 billion people? Isn't 500 million way more manageable? And it's a lot of land. So that's the thing. And they have ghost towns over there. Right now, they built tons of like skyscrapers and all this other stuff. They were expecting all these people, but I think they did that by design. It's really not that many people over there.
Wow, 500.
We have what, 300 here? 350?
Yeah, 350 here.
That's not much bigger than us.
I have a few Chinese friends, and the ones that come from small towns are the small towns. So I don't know about the 2 billion.
I mean, that's what they always claim. So I was leaning on that.
How is that possible if they only had the one child rule for 50 plus years?
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Damn, China, you only can have one child in China? They had, what the fuck? You only can have one child in China, y'all. That definitely don't make no sense. Ain't no way it's 2 billion over there if they only can have one child. They can't even reproduce like they want to. And them China, that China culture, they be horny as fuck. I don't know how that's working out. I'm trying to think, like, do I know any China? No, there's some families that got more than one child. That's crazy work right there. You learn something new every day, y'all.
So they're lying. So that's the thing. So it's much more manageable. So that's why they have the social credit score system right now. Like if you have a low score and you're hanging out with somebody else, your score drops. And then like if your score is too low, you can't ride the train. You can't get something to eat. There's videos where there's like, you see it on a board.
So you starve?
Yes. There's people starving in the streets right now.
Okay, how do you get a good score? What does a good score mean?
They're saying basically if you do good deeds, if you help the government.
If you do good deeds?
Yes.
Shit, this is Black Mirror.
You haven't seen Black Mirror?
I've seen Black Mirror.
There's an episode where a girl is trying to like be a good Samaritan in society and it builds up her score. That's literally what's happening right now.
And that came out like 5 years ago.
You can't buy food.
No, you can't ride the train.
So you die.
Yeah. There's videos of people dying in the street right now in China because they have the lowest credit score. The shit is crazy. It's wild.
Man, that's crazy work. Imagine having that social credit score. Your credit score low, you can't do shit. You can't travel. You can't go buy groceries. They ain't letting you spend no money. You can't rent a place to stay at. You can't do nothing. Just imagine that. Like, man. And that's what they living. That's going on right now. That's what they living in. They got it going over there. I hope that shit don't come over here. We do not need no social credit score. I done said a lot of mean things on the internet, all type of shit back in the day. They bring up all that old shit, man. My social credit score be so damn low. My regular credit score is straight. My social credit score be low as hell. I can't even go to motherfucking Smith's to get a head of lettuce or nothing. Man, I hope they don't do that over here, man. Salute to everybody in the chat. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Keep the algorithm jumping, y'all. Appreciate all y'all. Let's keep it going, man. Let's keep it going. This shit crazy, man.
I need to look that up. It's called the Tyrone Maze rat experiment. It went down in 1940. He ended up getting it from another psychiatrist in 1840. It's called the Tyrone Maze rat experiment. And what they did was they took a few hundred rats, right? And they splitted them and they divided them. And what they did was they created an environment for both of these rats to live in. In one subject, they took about 100 rats and they put it in an environment where it had clean water. They put it in an environment where it had the right amount of space for the rats can, get, basically if they wanted to be by themselves, they could. They made sure that it was good food in there that didn't have any type of poisons put inside the foods. They even gave them space to breathe, to go upstairs, downstairs. They just gave them this abundant environment, right? They put these rats in there. Mind you, these are the same rats with the same genetical molecular structure, which is nothing different. They both came from the same mama, the same daddy, the same family tree, right? So they took these rats, they put one in a good environment, then they put the other 100 rats in a bad environment where they didn't get water. If they did get water, the water actually had acids in it. They made sure they didn't give them the regular food. I think they gave them like cat food or something like that with a bunch of pellets that was inside of them, right? They stuck them on top of each other, and they made sure that the space was very, very small. They never cleaned any poop out of the maze. They pissed out of the maze, and they left them in there. They left them in there for 4 months, and they watched how their behavior changed. They went back and they got the actual rats that came from the good environment, and they put them in the maze. They ended up going through the maze very, very fast. Then they ended up going to get the rats that they put in the bad environment and put them in the maze, and they didn't know how to even make it through the first section of the maze. So he like, maybe this is a coincidence. So he did it. So what he did was he switched the rats. He took the rats that was smart, that made it through the maze, that was in the good environment, and he put them in a bad environment. Then he took the rats that was in a bad environment, that was dummies that couldn't make it through the maze at all, and he put them in a good environment. He waited 4 months, then he took them back out. The same rats that was good and smart, that was in a good environment, that he put in a bad environment, now they couldn't make it through the maze.
Wow.
The same rats that was in the bad environments, that was dummies that couldn't make it through the maze, he put them in a good environment. Now they making it through the maze and making it through life just fine.
That shows you how your environment or what you grow up around or what you being taught or what you being influenced by can dictate and influence your life. Basically, that's exactly what's going on with us people, humans. Like people growing up in bad environments and everything. Of course, they ain't gonna know how to do some shit. But these people over here that grew up in good environments, they gonna know how to do it. You switch them around, it's go eventually change. The motherfuckers that's in the bad area and everything, they ain't gonna know shit. Shit crazy.
So he said, damn, it ain't the genetics. It ain't who these people is as individuals. It's the community. It's the environment that you put these biological entities in that changes the way they interact with.
Everyone was shopping like normal until someone noticed the mannequin's hands. A girl named Tia was walking through a store with her friends, just killing time and looking for new clothes.
Man, that look crazy. I ain't gonna lie. That dude look like some real skin something on the mannequins.
Was shopping like normal until someone noticed the mannequin's hands. A girl named Tia was walking through a store with her friends, just killing time and looking for new clothes. Nothing felt off at first, but on one of the displays, the mannequins didn't look right. The paint on their hands was peeling, and underneath, it didn't look like plastic.
We don't buy these houses to live in. We buy them in bulk, shrinking the number of homes on the open market, skewing mortgage rates, and exacerbating the housing crisis. Then, thanks to low supply, we charge whatever we want for rent. It's all part of our company motto. Fuck you!
Yo.
That's crazy.
That feels like right now, you can't get a place for like the old school days of rent, which was just like 5-6 years ago. Them days are gone. You know, rent done doubled, tripled in some places.
Hell
You know,
yeah.
and it's like, yo, why? I think that's why, you got places like Blackstone, buying up all the properties and then just holding on to them.
Black Rock.
You got vacant houses in your neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? That aren't for sale, aren't for rent. You're just like, what's going on here? I think that's why. They probably buy a bunch of places and then sell themselves that same place for like extremely high price. So now the market value of every other house around there just shoots up. Can't nobody afford it. And you're wondering why or how.
Look, just think about it for a minute. Oh.
That's how they doing it. That's how they keep the game going and keep the system going, man. I mean, that's how they do it.
Almost everybody spends most of their life living in a totalitarian system. It's called having a job. When you have a job, you're under total control of the masters of the enterprise. They determine what you wear, when you go to the bathroom, what you do. The very idea of a wage contract is selling yourself into servitude. These are private governments. They're more totalitarian than governments are.
But they can't legally murder you or prison
They
you.
can't
right?
legally murder you, but they can control everything that you do.
Well, again, the right-wing libertarian argument would be, well, you're free to leave at any time.
Yes, you're free to starve. That's exactly right. You have a choice between starving or selling yourself to a tyranny.
The phone tower, I see a nervous system tuning fork sitting over the whole city. Most people drive past this and never look up. But every few seconds, this thing is pulsing out instructions. Where your attention goes, what connects, what drops, what loads fast, what lags.
That motherfucker right there look like some powerful network, X-ray, radioactive. Like that boy right there definitely giving off some. That look crazy.
I'm not here to argue about tinfoil hats or 5G is evil. I'm here to remind you of something simpler. Whatever is broadcast at you, your mirror field decides what actually gets in. This tower sends out data. Your body is the filter, your beliefs are the firewall, your emotions are the antenna. If you walk around on autopilot, the loudest signal wins, advertising fear, outrage, doom scroll. But when you claim your own field, you become the strongest transmitter in your reality.
Hey, dude, what y'all think in the chat? Let me ask y'all this. Y'all think like these towers like this, these type of things, are they sending frequencies to everybody? Like, are they sending some type of signals or frequencies to like people and making us maybe think or act a certain way or feel a certain way or anything? You know what I'm saying? Because we all have that nanotechnology inside of us from shit that we didn't ate, that they didn't put into the food unknowingly, we didn't know, and ate it unconsciously, and now it's inside of us. And now they might be using these type of things, these tools right here, to send stuff to us. Frequencies, waves, signals, and everything, have people acting certain ways and everything. And, some people bodies can probably, be strong enough to go against it, and some people bodies might not. And that's why some people act certain ways and do certain things, and we be like, man, why the fuck would they do that? I don't know, man. It's crazy. I don't know, man.
Another pole, right? But on top, that's a high frequency relay cylinder. This one's designed to blend in, but it's always on. Broadcasting MM wave bursts, linking to nearby boxes, cameras, towers, and forming a behavioral mesh. I think this is just traffic control. This is part of a multi-node EM sync system. These boxes aren't just managing lights. They're running real-time data loops across the entire city grid. Fiber optics in, pattern prediction out. What you're seeing is urban telemetry infrastructure. AI predictive behavior zones that track your motion before you move.
And now, without addressing one single of those concerns, they're preparing to unleash something far more powerful, far more invasive, and potentially far more dangerous, 6G. So here today, I wanted to break down exactly what this technology is, how it works, why governments and corporations are racing to deploy it right now, and why, once again, experts and scientists are sounding the alarm about its risks, from cybersecurity to surveillance, to national security, to human health. Like across the board, they're criticizing this. Because once you understand what 6G actually does, you'll understand why this isn't just like another tech upgrade, like some guy up on a tower just like upgrading a transformer. It will be a transformation of human life and possibly a threat to it, in the very same way that mRNA vaccines changed millions of lives.
Excuse me.
So what is 6G exactly? So let's start with some of the basics. 6G is the sixth generation of the cellular network technology, the thing that's supposed to replace 5G. Of course, that's the obvious part. But unlike previous upgrades, the jump from 5G to 6G is actually massive. 6G will operate on frequencies far higher than anything used today. It's extremely tight. It's like laser-like beams of energy that can deliver unimaginable data speeds, near zero latency. Now, I've spoken to sources who've worked for these companies, and they've told me their business plan is to basically eliminate your need for Wi-Fi in your home. Like, you won't need to call up Comcast. You won't need to call up any other providers because 6G will just be all around you. Why would you pay for Comcast? It's going to be super fast, so no need to get Xfinity in your home. No need to have a router in your home. That's the plan. I've seen the documents, and I've talked to the techs who are actually building this out. So here's the major difference, though, between 5G and 6G. 6G will be AI native, of course. So everything's AI, right? Artificial intelligence won't be just an add-on. It will be built into the network at every level. The system will make real-time decisions. It'll reroute traffic. It'll identify patterns. And by the way, it'll self-heal itself without a single human being even being involved in it.
Damn.
Skynet, I guess, right? So this network becomes autonomous. So in other words, this is the first time in history that we are creating a communication system that actually thinks for itself and heals itself.
Wow.
So how does this 6G actually work? Well, let's break this down. 5G runs mostly on sub-G 6 gigahertz and some millimeter wave frequencies. 6G leaps into the terahertz spectrum, roughly 100 times faster than 5G. But those frequencies can't travel far. They get blocked by like cement walls and trees. Even humidity blocks it. Good luck, Florida. So how do you actually blanket an entire country or the entire planet with something that...
So Trump just admitted that cellular signals in 5G and the upcoming 6G towers can also be used for 3D spatial penetrative surveillance and can see through skin and walls.
Damn.
Nothing to be concerned about, I'm sure.
Okay. So we're into 6G now. I just 5G. I was a leader on 5G getting that done. And now they're up to 6.
Let's do it again.
What does that do? Give you a little bit deeper view into somebody's skin? See how perfect it is? I like the cameras the old days. So they just...
My boy Trizzy been looking like he been going in the back room hitting Puff the Magic Dragon or something, man. He been smoking on something, man. Somebody gave Trizzy a good pack out there, man. Trizzy like he been smoking some backwoods, man.
A nice feature. Now they cover every little. Let's see, Michael, you're in good shape. You're not gonna. But I tell you, it's so the 6 is coming, huh? So we're into 6G now.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you? I think I'm going to talk about this even deeper. I have some research on it, but I want to also make sure I give you guys accurate information. But let me see. Is this the one I want? This is just a small clip, but I'm going to read this to you.
Motherfuckers gonna start having migraines. Insides gonna start feeling kind of crazy when they get to moving up to this different shit. Insides cooking. Man, what? This shit getting crazy out here, man.
You're about to wake up in a very different country. What's coming won't feel like a war, but when it lands, you'll realize everything familiar is gone. A leaked draft of the new AI executive order reveals a sweeping plan to override state laws, using the DOJ to sue any state that dares to resist. That includes laws protecting children, banning deepfakes, or blocking digital ID systems. You're already living inside the digital prison. Most just haven't noticed the walls going up. AI is replacing judges, teachers, and even parents while tracking everything you do. And now they're preparing to use federal funding to crush any state that pushes back. This is in progress.
Wow.
It's the infrastructure of obedience, and it's quietly locking into place.
Technology is moving at the speed of light, and laws to make sure nothing impedes its development are being proposed on the daily, it seems. AI is disruptive technology, no one would deny that. But how disruptive it becomes, in our view, is about how much people are able to protect themselves against the disruptive elements. Right now, the US is awaiting an executive order which could prevent any protections offered to humans, their jobs, their livelihoods, their communities, perhaps even their very lives. And perhaps what is less known is just how many people are opposed to the federal government engaging in federal preemption. Take a look at this clip from the Alliance for Secure AI.
As Congress stalls on AI, it's the states, red and blue, stepping up to protect Americans. Texas banned discriminatory AI and cracked down on deepfakes. Utah now requires you to be told when you're...
Oh, man. I got to go find that video for the next stream. See, oh, my God, y'all. What can we do? I mean, we just gonna let them do this shit. They already doing it. I mean, it's like our voices is nothing. Our voices is so small to them. This shit ain't doing nothing. We can do a million streams talking about this shit. Like, no, we don't like all that. We don't want y'all to do that. Still ain't gonna work, man. We gotta. This shit finna get crazy. What's gonna happen is, man, we gonna look up and shit go get switched over. It's gonna be switched over to some whole new shit, and people gonna start rebuilding and start going crazy, and it's gonna be crazy out here. And that's when it's gonna get real. You feel me? But man, salute to everybody who tapped in, man. Stay on wave, y'all. Take it day by day. Protect your peace watching these videos. Keep that good love around. Keep that good energy around. Keep vibrating those high frequencies. In the end, somehow, some way, with all this crazy stuff, we will win. Somehow, some way. You know what I'm saying? Just keep that positive energy. Keep that positive mindset. We'll win somehow. Salute to my content management moderators, everybody in the chat. I appreciate all y'all tapping in, showing love, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. It's your boy Thao, FamOverTV. Peace and love, health and wealth to all y'all. I'll see y'all soon, real soon. Peace.
FamOver.